was like, "Are you my friend? Are you locked? Now step this way. Step this way."
I don't know why I had Mr. Brightside. So you got on it, and I was already singing, "I'm Mr. Brightside," and I was like, "Why am I singing that?" Jealousy, I don't know where.
Jealousy makes me have to take a pee.
And know when I would be.
See what else? Let's see. I hit randomly out of nowhere one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. I was just like, well, I ain't seen my baby since a night in a week. Gonna get drunk till I can't even speak. Gonna get high, man. I'm gonna get loose. Give me a triple shot of that juice. 48 minis, actual size? Holy shit, Batman. So I have this game.
Okay.
And it's never been opened. But it's called the Final Battle Royal. And you look at the back of it. It's kind of cool.
Huh.
It's like it could be kind of cool.
It's like the wrestling cones of Denshire.
Kinda, yeah. And like, look at the guys. Like we got different different kinds of guys.
I don't know what that one guy's doing the fucking Michael Jackson thing.
he's like, don't shoot me. It's like the Eddie Guerrero.
I downloaded a karaoke version of a song that we could use for something else. Let's see if it'll play.
Jealousy.
Oh, it's not playing.
Takes things into the sea. Giving Dave a hard on. Oh shit. Oh, where's the lyrics?
Long time ago, me and my dog. We was trapped by a stupid bitch. I don't know.
I've got.
We was trapped by a stupid bitch.
My favorite. I still
Stab
like.
this way.
Stab that way. I still like. Wait, hang on. Stab that way. Stab that way. Yeah. Dave, where's your knife?
I don't have a knife.
Where's the one Dave gave me? He gave me a
Knife
cool
guy?
ass knife. I think I put it in the car because I was like, this is going with me everywhere.
The stiletto I got you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is knife time. This is knife time.
Mine says,
Why so serious? Mine is from Connecticut.
It's the Vince McMahon edition.
No, yeah, it's from Connecticut.
A little rapey.
Mine's the
Little mustache.
gutting human beings knife.
I think I'm not gonna grab it, but like my big knife is like right there.
Speaking of big knives,
You gonna whip your dick out?
no,
Got a big knife?
my bolo's almost done.
Oh shit!
I am so stoked for that.
Your bolo.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah.
It's show term.
For this machete-like knife come to your face.
A big ass machete knife, eh?
Yeah, so
Big ass machete.
So bolo is basically a machete, but it's shaped a little bit top heavy or front blade heavy,
It's
however you want to say it.
very Islander-ish.
Yeah, and I am having a Damascus one made from our knife guy at the gun shop.
A Damascus?
Damascus.
Our knife guy at the gun shop. He's useless, but he's there.
Yeah, especially if there's a fight. You don't want that guy showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see we brought old knife guy here.
We got an old knifey. I guess he can cut the bullets out of you.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen you played the old knifey gunny.
There it is. I knew you knew the reference.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're referencing.
I think that's a Simpsons thing.
It's a Simpsons thing.
Yeah.
Bart and Lisa are in a bar in Australia.
For some
I
reason,
couldn't have told you that much info. I just knew I knew it from somewhere.
For some reason, I thought that it would be Kill Shot from a Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, or Boomerang. Captain
Yeah,
Boomerang.
that's what I meant.
Captain Boomerang sounds like something you'd say.
What I mean, not what I say.
But that episode of
What'd
The
I
Simpsons,
say?
I remember Bart, when they get down there, he starts flushing all the toilets because he wants to see if
I
toilets
remember
in
that.
Australia.
Yeah,
I got Hot Wheels.
I like Hot Wheels.
You guys want to see my Hot Wheels?
Well, you
Let's see
showed
your
me.
hot
that.
links.
I like Hot Wheels.
Yeah. So check this out. So here's the first one.
Spider-Man.
And then here's the one from Batman Forever.
Nice.
Oh, that car's got nipples.
Wait, now I want to get my Hot Wheels and show you.
And then this one I think is super cool. It's from the animated series. And it's gold.
Oh yeah.
Look at that fucking noir thing. How cool is that?
Scooby Dooby Doo. You know why? Because I
Chicken.
love Scooby snacks.
They had one that was like red and it had horns on it. It looked like the Daredevil's car. I'm like, I'm not getting that.
And then
I
I
I
have
really dig the Batman, the animated
I got
series.
a Batman one right
Batmobile.
here. I got this one because I was like, well, they're only gonna make this one once.
Oh yeah, it's the new one with
Yeah.
all sparkly
Yeah.
fangs.
Yeah. Sparkly Vampire. But it
What's his
actually
name?
says like it's like the first time they made it as a Hot Wheel. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Hey, what does the 169 out of 250 in the upper corner mean?
Where? Oh, because they're numbered. They
Yeah.
make 250 Hot Wheels a year.
Oh, so there's only 250 of these bitches?
No, 250 different Hot Wheels, different cars.
Mhm.
Oh,
So there
I
might
see.
be variants of each one of those, but usually they only make
So every year they come out with 250 different Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, man, I want to work for Hot Wheels. I could come with so many cool Hot
Dude,
Wheels.
I want to see if is Hot Wheels made in America.
Yeah.
Still, we
Thanks.
should see if we can go on a Hot Wheels tour.
I got these because Riv liked them. They're a Barbie car, but they're both
Nice.
the same number. And this one is not easy to find. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. I'll grab that too.
Where are
Um,
Hot Wheels made?
Hot Wheels are made in the Netherlands.
Oh, well, let's go to the fucking Netherlands. I'll spend some fucking time in the Netherlands. Give me some Viking bitch who can beat me up and then rape me. It's not rape if I want her to.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you could be molested. Go
Is it
Dex.
really? Is it still being molested if you're like?
Yeah, I have one of those too.
Yeah, the shit car.
Wait, is that
Called the
Biff's?
shit poop? Yeah.
Oh, okay. When you said the shit car, the only thing I couldn't really the glare. I couldn't see what it was.
Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah.
shift it so you could see it without.
But
the
I just
glare, but
instantly thought of Biff's car getting filled with shit. So
that's
Yep.
what it is.
hey,
Yeah,
that's-
I think mine's up there. Hell yeah, love Hot Wheels.
Hell yeah.
Kids have a whole bunch of Hot Wheels, and like this Mexican kid comes up to me at the kid's school the other day, and he's like,
I don't know why that made me laugh.
and at first I liked this kid the first few times I talked to him. After a while, he started to annoy me.
Can you see that one? The hovering.
Yeah,
I got it on a paper clip, but it's like sticking out so it flies. Anyway,
Nice.
back to your story. Sorry for another.
So I like this kid came out one day, and I'm usually leaning up against the flagpole because that's where I tell my kids to meet me. And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm really fast. Do you want to see how fast I am?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "I'm gonna climb this pole incredibly fast." So I just like hop a little bit. I'm like, "Did you see that?" Like all the way to the top and back in like less than a second. And like he gets it. He gets a joke, and he's like, "Ha ha ha ha, yeah, that's funny." And so like he goes off and does his own kid thing. He comes back the next day. I'm standing there, I'm leaning on the flagpole because that's where I meet the kids. He comes walking up to me and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna climb the flagpole really fast." Like, see what you got, kid. Yeah, and he walks over to it and jumps and does the exact same shit. And it's like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was really good. That was really fast." He goes does his kid shit. And then like he comes up to me a couple days ago. And he's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? What's your name?" And he's like, "Luis." I'm like, "What's going on, Luis?" He's like, "You have Hot Wheels at your house?" Yeah.
Can I come over?
Yeah. No. It's like, yeah, we got Hot Wheels. He's like, will you bring me one? Oh, all of a sudden I'm like, no, Luis, I'm not gonna bring you a fucking Hot Wheel. And so the next day comes, I'm standing there leaning on the pole like I do. Here comes Luis. Looks at me. He's like, hey man. Like, hey Luis. He's like, hey, do you have a Hot Wheel? I'm like, no, I don't have a Hot Wheel for you. He's like, well, I asked you to give me a Hot Wheel. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Well, that's not how friendship works.
Needs a big car.
Yeah, that one's
Dun,
cool.
dun, dun, dun.
Like,
If Luis doesn't watch out, he'll be scooped up in one of them too.
I was like, calm down. Just because you told me to give you a fucking Hot Wheel doesn't mean I'm gonna do it.
It'd be okay. The back doors don't open, just the side doors.
Oh,
The slider doesn't work either.
it's not handy.
Damn it,
handy accessible.
Luis.
Fucking Luis.
You know, Luis likes to live by a code that I like to run by. The worst they can say is no.
No, I get it. No, I mean, I'm there too. But at the same time, like when I told him no, and then he came back and he's like, "Hey, do you have a Hot Wheel?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." It's like, "Fuck you, kid."
I would have
thought you
said,
were-
yeah,
I
I
thought-
got one. I bet you wish you had one too.
I thought when you said that you jumped and pretended to climb the pole really fast, the kid named Luis would go to a fence and be like, "Oh yeah, bitch."
Oh, yeah. I was also going to say, when he did his little jump, I would have been like, beat you. He'd be like,
here.
no way. I was like, yeah, I was
so-
over here.
So much faster than you.
You have no chance.
I also was wondering
But-
if you were doing an alteration to the "got any grapes" joke.
No.
Wait, I don't know
that-
that got any grapes.
You
joke.
don't know the "got any grapes" joke?
First of all, Dave, not everything I do is a setup.
Right. I thought, well, the whole time I'm like, is this the "got any grapes" joke? But told
The
in
only
Jake's
the
manner?
only grapes thing that I know is, hey, can I bring grapes in? And then you walk in.
That was so good.
No. Okay, so
I'll tell Dave. Do you want to tell it?
I'll tell it.
Go ahead.
So I'll just tell it real quick, not trying to
Wish
make
you
it funny.
would.
Because we only have 15 minutes to bullshit.
Yeah. Right.
And then a whole hour.
And then we're gonna be serious for an hour.
Serious.
We're talking about
Serious
the issues.
news talk with serious men.
So
Bum, bum.
8:00.
Eric
Um,
Trump's in the news again.
So Robin, anyways, a duck goes into the drugstore, goes up to the counter, says, "Hey, you got any grapes?" And the guy at the counter's like, "No, I don't have any grapes. This is a drugstore." Says, "Okay, cool." Next day, duck comes in, says, "Hey, you got any grapes?" Pharmacist says, "No, this is a drugstore. I don't have any grapes." Okay. Duck comes in the third day. "Hey, you got any grapes?" Pharmacist says, "Hey, next time you come in here and ask for any grapes, I'm gonna staple your bill shut." Duck says, "Well, you got any staples?" Guy says, "No." "Well, you got any grapes?"
I like it.
Yeah,
I wish I could remember jokes because I would tell that one.
right.
I think
Might
I
be able
told
to-
you that one.
I
I
don't know
think
that
I-
I've ever heard it.
Because mine, I say I'm gonna staple your feet to the floor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mine's a little bit different.
I
But
yeah,
same.
I know
same
there's
joke.
more to it. I've heard more to it. My dad told it to me years ago.
It sounds like a good setup and a joke, though. We had the
Mhm.
punchline and everything.
Yep.
It's
And-
a
and-
very economical joke too. You
Right.
need every word of that joke.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I've just heard that joke so many times because I don't remember jokes either. I'll hear a joke be like, "That's hilarious." I'm not going to remember it. But
I
if you tell
also-
me if it's a dad joke that your dad's going to tell you 5 times over 3 days,
Yeah, that
Don't
makes
remember it.
sense.
I've also heard it has got any gwapes. And they say, I don't even know what the fuck are gwapes? I don't even know
Oh.
what gwapes are. Yeah, so there's a whole
Mhm.
let me get this fucking pillow out of here.
Extra level to that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
pillow sucked.
yeah, it wasn't even centered. It was all weird.
Yeah, it was like on the side and like didn't match anything. And
It's there for when I lay over there and watch TV because
Oh, that's
this couch is a piece of shit.
couch is
I-
booty.
Couch sucks.
Only joke I ever remember is ISIS.
Yeah.
You like ISIS?
All right, I got a joke for you. Here's a good joke. So, guy goes to prison
I didn't even know he was sick.
Ah.
Oh wait, I just remembered one from grade school.
So
So
guy goes to prison.
guy goes to prison. They're all kind of sitting around the yard. It's too hot to do anything. And so the guy stands up and goes, 11. Everybody laughs, sits down. The guy kind of, what the hell? Next guy stands up. 36. Everybody laughs harder than last time. It's like, what the hell's going on? And the guy, his cellmate, he's like, you know what? Everyone has told all the jokes that we know so many times
Edmonton scored again.
Everyone's told the jokes so many times that we've just numbered them. And so you say the number and everyone gets the joke and everyone laughs. He's like, what? Go ahead, try it. He's like, all right. So guy stands up, new fish stands up. He's like, 21. Nothing. Just dead silence. He sits down and he's like, what is that? Is that not a good joke? He's like, some people just don't have timing.
That's so dumb. All right, grade school joke. 3 guys were traveling down the Amazon.
Is this a Barry's joke?
What?
Is this a fruit joke?
Mm-mm. And they hear some drumming going on. They're like, what the hell is that? And as they get closer, it gets louder. And they see a tribe in the distance. They're like, oh, we should go check that out. And they go over there and they pull up to the fucking edge of the river. And then all of a sudden they got arrows and spears pointed at them. They're like, okay. So they get out of the boat. They go over there. And the guy's like, the chief says, all right, I speak English. You guys are all dead. Or you can have Unga Bunga. And they're like, well, I don't know. I don't know what that Unga Bunga is, so I choose death, says the first guy. So they fucking slit his throat. He's dead. Second guy's like, well, I don't know what that Unga Bunga thing is either. It sounds like it's probably worse. So I'm going to choose death. Slit his throat. Third guy's like, well, fuck that. I'm getting out of here. Unga Bunga. And the chief goes, death by Unga Bunga, which is fucking him in the ass. Grade school. 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I think my 3rd grade teacher told me that one.
Great punchline, by the way.
Yes, death by Unga Bunga. Probably should have told that other part. But like I said, 3rd grade, which was like 1989.
So, 3 guys traveling through the Amazon, same setup.
Wait, were they the same 3 guys?
No, these guys
different.
This is a search party.
Did they go to the search party for okay?
Search party. This is Unga Bunga has been canceled due to cult. They can't do that anymore. So the 3 guys get there and they tell them, hey, we want you all to go get 10 fruit and bring them back here. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So the first guy comes back and he's got 10 apples. And they're like, great, congratulations, great job. If you can stick them up your ass, we will let you live. And he's like, well, there's no way I can get 10 apples up my ass. And so, they pull back with the arrows on him. So he starts trying. He gets 1. Starts getting the second one in there. And he's like, no way. Boom. Slit his throat. He's dead, right? Second guy comes back. He's got 10 berries. And they're like, hey, the same deal. If you stick them all up your ass, you can waddle on out of here. And so, he's got 7 or 8. And then he's about to put the 9th in there. And he looks up and all of a sudden bursts into laughter, falls to his knees. Boom, they kill him. So later on, they're up and they're angels and shit and they're dead. And like, hey man, like I was watching, you had the berries, you had it. You had 2 more and you were off scot-free. Like, what happened? He's like, well, I looked up and I saw Mike show he had 10 pineapples.
Goddamn Mike.
Goddamn, Mike.
Fucking Mike.
Does it every time. Son of a bitch does it all the time. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
God, these are jokes I do remember from grade school. This is crazy.
I wish I could remember more. I mean, like, I can picture parts of them, but
I had a
Speaking
kid.
of
Oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I'm going on a different tangent. You go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I had a kid like try to tell a joke one time. I was in middle school about like a foreskin wallet that also became a briefcase. But I was like, I don't understand. Maybe you guys know a joke about a foreskin wallet.
no, but I bet it's on the internet.
He's a really bad joke teller, and now he's a meth head.
Now he's a meth head.
No.
Man, these truck driver people are dumb.
Are they meth heads?
No, they're funny. They're like nice people, but like one of them's like, "What's a TWIC card?" And I was like, "Internet." Hey, here's what it is, dummy. Like,
Yeah.
just search.
How
Have
old
you-
are they?
What you gotta do?
Have you gone to the website lmgtfy.com?
No. What?
Pull up your little browser there.
I'm
Pull up your
looking
little
up-
browser.
Hold on, I'm looking up Foreskin wallet first.
Yeah. Wait, priorities.
Oh
I guess.
God, the pictures.
I'm gonna grab my drink before I actually get started.
Let me grab my foreskin real quick.
Oh, here we go. For 31 foreskin jokes. Jesus. Circumcision foreskin wallet dad jokes. Okay. This Jewish guy in the practice, I don't know if this joke's any good, but I'm going to read it. This Jewish guy in the practice of circumcision had this whole jar of foreskins that he had kept throughout the years of as mementos. He took them to a leather worker and asked him if he could what he could do with them. And the leather worker said, "Come back in 2 days." So the rabbi came back and the leather worker gives him a wallet. "One lousy wallet? That's all you could make out of that whole jar?" the rabbi asks incredulously. "Well," the leather worker says, you rub it a little bit and it turns into a briefcase.
That was the joke.
That was the joke.
That was the joke.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah. See, now that I understand everything that's being told in the joke, it's a little funny.
Makes more sense. Yeah.
But I was a kid who had no idea what a foreskin was at that point, honestly.
Like, is that a hockey move? Foreskin, backskin?
Yeah, like
I
don't know about that.
And then there's the Washington foreskin. No, Redskins. No.
Is there a 5-skin too?
Is there a 3-skin?
Do I need to be concerned? I know bicep and tricep mean 2 and 3. Is the foreskin on my quadricep? Is that what that is right there? Is this my foreskin?
Yeah, it's the spot above the knee.
The spot above let's rebrand the spot above your knee as your foreskin. That's what we're gonna do.
I mean, if you go up far enough, it is.
Oh hey. Not for all of us.
Oh yeah, I gotta write down something.
Is it? So when they circumcise you, do they take all of your foreskin? Is
Yeah.
the foreskin
Like,
just the
generally-
anteater part, or is like,
Well, you see, your penis is erectile tissue, right?
yeah,
And they got like the whole like tip on the end of it, right? And so what they do is they put this little thing on it, right? And they cut the thing off of the end of it, and then they make it look like it's got like a beard.
right? That's what I'm like. So is that foreskin?
No, like everything that you would pull back
Hold on a
to.
second.
God damn it! Put your dick away, Dave.
So
Like, is
I
that
don't get-
considered foreskin?
I don't get this.
like, hey. So remember when you saw my dick?
No,
No,
I don't.
it was a quick flash. We didn't slow the video down frame by frame.
In fact,
Fucking
I
Zapruder
stopped
film.
the video when it got to it, and I was like, right there. That's got to be good.
It went by sound.
Yeah.
Ah!
We're like, put your dick away. Huh?
Huh? Who? Who, me?
15 seconds. Empty net. And it's cleared.
Is it game-
Edmonton down 3-0.
Edmonton.
Oh, well, they're toast. Man, talk about the final and the finals being just a total fucking joke.
Yeah. Kind of rough.
Are the Mavericks down 3-0 now?
Yeah, it should be 6-0.
Yeah. Luka's got to stop bitching so much.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Agreed.
Might help.
I did see something says he needs to start playing some defense.
Maybe he's going over to the referees being like, "You do not understand. There are 3 guys who are just excited to be here."
Right? Well, maybe they should also have somebody else score. That would probably help.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Kyrie is supposed to be an all-star. Maybe play like one.
He's starting to get into his actual Uncle Drew phase.
Yeah.
I guess. Playing more like Grandpa Drew.
Grandpa Drew. I kind of want to. Oh, I'm gonna show you the box I made.
Box,
Is
a
it-
box, box, and a
Is it
box.
dig in the box?
Box, box, and a box.
It's my dick in a box.
It's kind of a heavy bitch. This is made of wood.
I have a wooden cube box somewhere. I think it's in the shed.
So here's my box. It's made of pine. It was in the truck, and so the wood fucking shrank.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do it again, but I kind of want to like leave the wood in the truck and then make the box.
That's a good idea.
Like use the Suburban as a kiln. But like check it out. I did
Not bad.
Yeah, I did pocket screws. Nice.
I like
But yeah,
it.
not bad for a first effort, huh?
Not bad. No.
And all things considered, like I could
Wah!
if I put holes in the side of it and like put a sisal rope in there, I could sell it to housewives for like $40.
Probably.
And the materials all stolen.
Borrowed.
Put lettering on it. Put something like "Home is where the wine is."
Yeah.
There you go.
Strategically transport equipment to alternate locations. That's what I'm doing.
It's my dick in a box.
All right, man.
Hey!
You ready for Good Ass Show?
Yes.
Cool. All right, here we are.
Here you are.
We're back again. It's another edition, another episode of my show.
Your
And
show.
you might have heard him earlier singing about his dick in a box. It's Dave.
What? My dick was never in that box.
That's confirmed.
Very good.
I'm starting to gray enough that it's starting to gray around my handlebar mustache. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, you've got the
Like,
reverse Hulk Hogan going on.
Like, this is all starting to gray except for my mustache, and I'm kind of digging it.
I'm still going strong with the color. I just don't have any.
Mine doesn't show up as good as it does.
Yeah,
like,
you're a lot
person.
grayer in person than you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your beard's fade, like your color fades quickly, like to the closer to your line.
Yeah.
So it looks like you actually have less beard than you actually do
Right.
on video.
You're twice.
It
as
goes up
handsome
to
as
here.
us, so.
I
Yeah.
can feel that. There's hair.
Mhm. Yeah,
You just can't tell because it's blonde.
yeah, because it gets real blonde
is
right at your
blonde.
line.
This is red. And this is brown and gray.
I'm in my I'm about to shave it, but I'm in my summer period where it's very, very dark and it's about to get very, very light.
Mhm. Speaking of very, very light and very, very white, it's Rabin.
I don't know who the fuck is light, but it's not me. Light skinned. Yes.
That baby is
Lightweight.
light-skinned. It's
Light-
from the mountains of Caucasus.
Not one of the brother darknesses.
Lightly melanated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew a girl named Melanated.
She's a bitch. Anyway, Bringing it back around, the guy
Big
playing
ol'
with Hot
tits.
Wheels because
It's a Batmobile.
he has one and Luis doesn't.
Yeah. In your face, Louise. Look, it's a
Yeah.
Batmobile.
Yeah.
I should take this to the school.
You should take it and put it in your pocket and then just be like, hey, guess what I got? It's mine, bitch.
Or just
When-
be like playing with it. Just be like,
Yeah.
When you were talking about leaning against the flagpole, do you do
Yeah.
the cross-armed shoulder lean, or do you do the one-hand power pose lean?
I do the shoulder lean, arm usually in my pocket, looking at my phone.
Mm.
Because
Crossed, kicked out a little bit.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, off the side.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And
And then if I got to go around to the other side of the pole if I want to change, change my
Makes sense.
orientation, so to speak.
Full House song comes on, and Jake just looks up and smiles.
Everywhere you look, Jake's got Hot Wheels.
Anyway, like
Not
I
you,
said,
Luis.
Jake's here.
Hi, it's me. It's One Take Jake back in the saddle again. I got so many Hot Wheels. It actually reminds me of a time when I was working at the furniture store, and I had Hot Wheels, and coincidentally they were all Batmobiles again. There's a theme here, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think my boss is in the bathroom. There has been nobody coming into the store for about the past 3.5 hours. So I start having races with my Hot Wheels. Because I have my desk, he has his desk. So I just get my Hot Wheels out and I'm like, here comes the Batmobile around the final turn. And my boss like peeks his head around the corner. He's like, "Are you over there playing with your Hot Wheels?"
What you doing?
What you doing over there, guy? And I was like, yeah, I am. Can you go away so I can finish the race, please? Like I have to find out which Batmobile is fastest. We all know the helicopter is the fastest because it cheats. But if we disqualify the helicopter from all racing, which Batmobile is the fastest? That's what I had to find out. That's what I had to know. Turns out it was a tumbler.
Huh. I would have not guessed that.
It had the traction.
Oh, okay. Was this a dirt track?
Yeah, it was kind of a obstacle course sort of deal.
Okay.
So
race.
yeah, the traditional Batmobile would take jumps pretty well.
Tumbler right there, you can't see it because it's black.
Black. That's the idea. You're never supposed to see it coming. But the traditional Batmobile, pretty aerodynamic, but on the landing it kind of bounces and loses a bit of time, whereas a tumbler just eats up the terrain.
Keeps rolling. Yeah. Makes sense.
So yeah, that's how I logically came to the conclusion that it was the fastest. Second fastest was with a jet turbine. Actually, this one, the one I just got, I'll show it to the people who are watching on the regular show.
Okay.
This one's the second fastest because it has a jet turbine. And
nipple Batmobile.
Tumbler it's got.
Well, yeah, it also the tumbler is the fastest. That's what I'm saying.
Fair, yeah.
But
don't they all have jet turbines?
I guess they do. I'm looking at the back of the original Batmobile.
I was just thinking,
it also has a jet turbine.
Yeah, they all did.
All right, well, so much for that.
Oh,
so much for that
smaller
logic.
jet turbines.
I guess you didn't look at the cat butthole of the Batmobile enough.
The the Bathole.
The cat bat hole
Oh
butt.
my god. I'll write it down.
Yeah, all right, whatever you said.
I said it.
Wait, who said it?
I did. The cat butthole of the Batmobile.
There it is. Found it.
That's gonna be the funniest name.
The cat butthole of the Batmobile. I'm just an observer. I'm a guest to the culture. But I genuinely enjoy observing and stirring up shit in the rants and raves, Douglas County.
I knew where that was going. Yeah.
You like immediately knew where I was going with it. It's so much fun.
It really is.
And nobody's caught on to the fact that I don't live there yet.
I mean, it's tough to tell though unless you really like. So when you click on someone's picture or name or whatever, it doesn't take you to their profile. You have to click it again. You have to click something else to view their profile. So it's like extra steps. They're like, this guy just looks like a regular asshole. He's definitely from here.
Yeah, I'm not a regular asshole. I'm a very special kind of asshole.
Yeah, right.
He's a specific asshole.
Yeah, I'm one who's practicing.
Mhm.
I'm a practicing asshole.
Practicing it, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I like to
Right.
practice on assholes too.
I know.
Heyo. We know you're in the Navy, Dave. Calm down.
Butt stuff. That's what we're talking about, folks.
But stuff 2K15.
Mhm.
That's still
Dave's Boner Jabs 2024.
that's still some of my favorite graffiti I've ever seen in the bathroom. It just said butt stuff 2K15, and I saw it in like 2018. So it had been there, you know. Either somebody wrote it and is incredibly funny, or it had been on the wall for several years.
Mhm.
Like a monument.
Here I did butt stuff.
A monument to
Right.
sodomy.
Dave.
Sodomy monument.
Sodomy monument.
It sounds like an Alice in Chains album.
Right? It could be.
Sodomy monument.
Sodomy.
Look what the government
A
did
Tool
to
album.
myself.
You're a tool.
You-
Hey, so last week I had an idea.
Did you?
I did because I told you because it came from talking to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Jake sent me this video of a booby-trapped meth house. I think you said, "Hey, have you seen these?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "No." And you sent me the video, and they've got like a fucking
Knife.
fish line on a step going upstairs in this 2-story house. When you step on the step, it pulls the fishing line and drops a fucking crutch with a spike on it that's gonna stab you in the face. And I was like, whoa! What if we made an R-rated Home Alone? Where Kevin is like a teenager and there's like a bunch of weird people around the neighborhood while his parents are gone because he planned to be gone. He's like, I'm going to stay here. They plan to be gone. And he didn't want to go.
He's like, I don't want to go to your
I was
stupid
like,
vacation. They're like,
what if-
fine, stay home.
What if we thought about the plot to this movie?
There's got to be lots of boobs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's R-rated.
Well, that's how it all starts, right? Is he has a house party, and
So many boobs.
these people sneak in to the house party, encase the place, and they're like, "Hey man, it's super cool that your dad's not here." And he's like, "Who are you here with?" And that's when you get the like the whip pan, right? And it's kind of blurry because we're stealing stealing from
X.
yeah, exactly. And all of a sudden, there are these guys that he doesn't recognize, and he clocks them, and they see him, and it's like a moment of tenseness from across the party, and then
boners.
snap back to reality. Like, we're Smodcasting this shit again. Smodcast episode 281, part 2. Snap back to reality. Boom, there goes gravity. And this guy's all, he's like, oh yeah, totally, welcome to the party. And then yeah, they come back later and to rob him, and
No, Robin's on the call.
No, we got like Kevin or something. It's got to be Kevin.
it's got to be Kevin.
Yeah. It's got to be Kevin would also be a funny name for the episode. But Practicing Asshole is pretty fucking good.
Practicing
And
assholes.
Smodcast 281 part 2 is pretty funny.
Could we cast Macaulay Culkin as Kevin?
I'd love to, but
I would like to get him as one of the robbers.
that would be fantastic.
Mhm.
As
Both-
like the
both-
head robber.
Yeah.
Both Culkin brothers.
Dude.
He can be
That'd
like
be
the,
amazing.
Like, those would be the guys that walk in the party that catches attention because they're weird looking.
Right.
They call themselves the Sweaty Bandits because they're just it stains all the time.
Just pits.
Sweaty Bandits.
Oh. That would be good. All right.
So we get the Culkins. We could get Topher Grace. He'd be in on this.
Yeah.
How many baddies do we need, and who's the big bad?
You got to have at least 8 deaths.
Okay, so 8 deaths. So we need 8 people.
Let's have a black person that lives through the whole movie. Oh wait, this
There we
isn't a
go.
scary movie, but
Make it
yeah.
P. Diddy.
I mean, it can kind of be it.
Yeah.
No.
No, wait a minute.
no.
Hold on.
Look at Kevin Hart. He's in everything.
Yeah.
He'll do it for free.
Yeah.
Well,
That means we
if
get
we're
The
getting
Rock.
Kevin Hart, The Rock's going to be involved
Like-
too.
I don't,
we could kill The Rock. That'd be awesome.
but like a really simple like bitch ass way to die.
just
Right.
Like
He
he's the
opens it
biggest
up.
dude,
Like
and
he
he slips on
actually
a
just-
Hot Wheel.
Or he slips on something that's not a trap and dies. Like
Yeah.
breaks his neck.
and he's just, and Kevin's just like, oh, all right.
No, as they're setting up, he's running upstairs with like the crutch and a blade, and he's like, "I'll set this up," and slips, and then
All right, so we've got the Culkin brothers. So there's two. Topher Grace. I don't want The Rock and Kevin Hart because The Rock's gonna fuck up production.
That's fair.
he's gonna become Kevin.
Wait, what if we got Samuel Jackson?
As the arch thief.
He's
Like
gonna.
the what master? What do they call it?
He would be like if this was a on a college and they're at a fraternity house. He's like the fraternity father,
See,
but he's the same character from Django.
There you go.
See, I want guys who are too old to be college age, but are trying to look like they're college age.
Channing Tatum.
Too good
And
looking.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah
Channing
Hill.
Tatum.
Jonah Hill's a good one. Jonah Hill would do.
Then you're talking about Michael Cera.
Yes.
Yeah, Michael
Yeah,
Cera count. Okay, I'll
would be
take Michael Cera.
perfect.
There's 5.
But Michael Cera from This Is the End. I want him
Right,
all coked out.
obviously. Like his name is still Michael Cera.
Yeah,
Like he's playing Michael Cera.
he's gonna slap Rihanna's ass.
Brad Pitt.
That would be good.
Brad Pitt's the big bad, and he's just a total just dirt ball. Just like, yeah, just the grossest
it.
guy you've ever seen.
Kind of like Fight Club.
Yeah. Let's see, but like fat.
We could put him in a fat suit. Like
Yes. Brad Pitt in a fat
Brad
suit.
Pitt in a fat suit.
Brad Pitt in a fat suit would also be a good name. Man, we're fucking nailing it today.
We're killing it. All right, so
Like
we got
that name, too.
we got 2 spots left. Do we want an old guy?
We should get the guy from Dune, Timothy Chalamet.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Walt Goggins.
Oh, that would be good.
But he's gonna play a woman.
Oh my god.
He's got the range, man. He can do it.
He can do it. He can do it.
Didn't he?
Maybe
He did it in Sons of Anarchy. He played a tranny in Sons of Anarchy.
God.
He would just be the whole time. He'd be like, "There will be a payday, hallelujah! What a payday!
Yeah.
There will be a payday someday."
What if
Is
we
that
actually
is that from
did
Righteous
get a woman?
Gemstones?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say, Robin?
What if we actually did have a woman?
Oh, who would we pick?
Sigourney Weaver.
No, I know exactly who. I want Catherine Shaw.
Juliette Lewis.
I want
Kristen
Catherine.
Wiig.
Wait,
Catherine
who cares?
Heigl.
No, not her.
Catherine Kegels.
It's a voice of Louise on Bob's Burgers.
The voice of Louise on Do You Have a Hot Wheel?
Shut. Yeah, Kristen Shaw.
Oh, what if we went a completely different direction and got all voice actors?
Her.
Oh, okay.
She would be a great death.
Yeah.
Especially if she looked more like that.
Yeah.
Was she also in What We Do in the Shadows?
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IMDb.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching. I'm almost done with the 5
Sklar
seasons
brothers.
That would be good too.
They would love it too. They would absolutely love it. They're the kind of guys you could pitch. They're the kind of guys that could pitch that to.
Jake's like, hold on.
And for some reason, there's a
Wait a
fight
second.
scene between the Sklar brothers and the Wachowski brothers, or sisters, whatever they are now.
With the Culkin brothers?
And we get them too.
a three-way brother sister fight.
Just an argument that breaks out. Like, hey, you
Yeah.
don't tell him what to do.
No,
And
you
we're like,
don't
shut
know.
up, dude. And then the Wachowskis are like, it's ma'am.
No, you dude.
Oh my god. Oh, so did we name a black guy? Robert Downey Jr.
Perfect.
Hot damn.
I know who I am.
What if we got someone who is used to who's that guy who got jumped? Or pretended to get jumped.
Jesse Smollett.
Jesse
Yeah,
Smollett.
him. Jesse Smollett. Get
Yeah.
him in there.
No one
Revive
believes
his
a word he
career.
says the whole
He'll
movie.
be like, all right, I'm in this small indie film.
It's just him getting brutally murdered.
Jesse Smollett comes around the corner and be like, hey, there's a murder outside. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, sure there is.
You could
Yeah.
have him actually get beat up by two black dudes. Oh,
Two Nigerian brothers.
yes,
And
exactly.
Wait,
And at the end, they do
Francis,
the
it's
Wakanda
Francis
forever.
Ngannou and
Francis Ngannou.
Yes, and Kamaru Usman.
there we go. I at least knew one Nigerian fighter.
That's close enough.
Yep.
Or we could even go crazy, get like Joel Embiid involved.
Oh my god, he would be pretty good too.
It's becoming popular all of a sudden for athletes to be in movies again.
I like it because there was
Yeah.
a time when they were in a lot of them.
Yeah, like the 90s. It was like, remember the movie Little Big League?
Yeah.
And Ken Griffey Jr. was the bad guy in that movie.
Right.
He was cool with it. He's like, hey, if you want to marry my mom, hit a home run. And he's like, all right, kid, no problem. Hits it, ball's going out. But guess what? Here comes Ken Griffey Jr., motherfucker flying to the wall.
Running from right field to left field for some reason.
Just for no reason, just to hate. Just a hater. It's like he sees the ball, he's like, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you... He comes up, makes a catch at the wall, pulls it back in, and looks over. And it's like he knew, too. He's like, you're not marrying that kid's mom. And he at the end of the movie, he's like, it's okay. Even though you didn't hit the home run and put us in the playoffs and you suck, you can still marry my mom.
You could never revenge us.
You can never revenge us. We'll never make the playoffs. We're the Twins.
I'm surprised the Twins didn't make that list of least hated fan bases.
Right, because
Who's mad at Minnesota?
Yeah.
who lives in Minnesota?
Are you angry with people that are just like super nice?
Let's play
Minnesota.
the game.
You are. Then call this number now.
Let's see how Dave does. Dave, who are the 5 least hated franchises in Major League Baseball?
Well, I know Minnesota's not on there.
How'd you know?
The 5 least hated fan bases?
Yeah. Number 1 will shock you.
See, and my mind goes to who doesn't have a fan base, and then I want to say something like the Marlins.
Not
But
on
they're
the
in
list.
they're in Florida, and that's not going to be on there. Least hate? I don't know. Why don't you just tell me? I'm not playing this game.
Damn it, David. Why are you no
I'll
fun
just-
ever?
Make at
I'll
least one more guess.
Okay, all right. Least hated. White Sox, no. No. Yankees, fuck them. Mets, no. No.
Think smaller.
Yeah, I'm thinking of big teams. Colorado Rockies.
Weren't they on the list?
Yes, they
I
are
think they were
number 4.
They're
Yeah.
number
Number 4.
4. Okay. All right.
Now you're on the board.
There we go, Dave. Come on,
Put on
Dave.
the board.
Let's go. Rally, Dave. Come on. Let's go, Dave.
How many
Come on,
strikes do I
let's go.
get? Since it's a baseball game, I get 3 strikes.
Yeah, 3 strikes.
All right. So I got the Rockies. Let's go Diamondbacks.
No, strike 1.
Oh shit. Well, it's Arizona's too fucking hot. St. Louis Cardinals.
Strike 2.
Wow, really? Okay.
A lot of people are hating them. A lot of people are saying they suck. I would never say that. But people are saying that.
They're a beautiful team. Most
They're
beautiful.
the worst team ever. Again, I'm not saying that.
I sat down.
Other
I said,
people are
"Hey,
saying it.
you're the
It
worst
sounds-
team."
It sounds like you're doing like Cheech Moran as doing
The
Donald
worst-
Trump.
It's the worst Trump ever, and
Yeah.
it makes me laugh
Right.
endlessly.
Okay.
Endless
You know what? Let's just
Who's got the smallest budget or
Ain't-
spending?
the A's.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
on the list.
No. So, and the way I looked at it was, who doesn't have a natural rival close? Like Kansas City doesn't have one.
Yeah, they do. They have the
Yeah, but
Cardinals.
they suck. The Cardinals and the Reds, though, they hate each other.
Yeah, but the Cardinals and the Royals hate each other too because it's on the opposite sides of the state.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, why don't you tell me who
the Royals
is
are
Seattle on the list?
Seattle's number 1.
number one.
For me, I felt like it was too obvious to say
Shut.
Seattle right off the bat
Right?
because everyone like you talk to any like most players talk about coming to Seattle and they just love it.
Yeah.
Like they don't like hitting in Seattle, but they like being in like playing at T-Mobile.
Right.
Yeah,
If that makes any sense.
They like
Hitting
being here. They like the fans because the fans at T-Mobile are really engaged. I've been to a couple different ballparks and
They
I've
get bobbleheads.
yeah. No, I've watched a lot of games on TV, and you can tell the difference between a fan base that's actually paying attention to the game and a fan base that's not.
Makes sense.
And or like an educated fan base. You know, they're like the Cardinals have a very well educated fan base, but like not necessarily a great team.
Were the Nationals on that list?
No, so the list goes number 5, 5-1, Blue Jays,
Oh, yeah.
Rockies, Orioles, Royals, Mariners.
And I almost told him the Orioles earlier, but I was, because as soon as he said New
I-
York, I was like, well, what is it?
I would have picked Baltimore just because it's B-more, home of the Mercs. I don't know. That's what fucking.
What was that?
I don't know. Get black guy on my shit from Baltimore.
You just did
so
like
it's-
some sort of buckling your belt
yeah.
motion
Gang
with your
sign.
hands and thought it
Those
was
were called
gang
Baltimore gang signs.
sign. Oh, okay.
Yeah. B-more, home of the Mercs. There's one guy listening that
You
will understand
B-more
that
gang.
reference.
Is this some sort of The Wire reference?
Probably.
No.
Is it?
No.
Is it from a? Is that from a book?
I read it once in a book.
How do you watch a book?
No, we had, and I can't remember his name. One black kid from Baltimore. He used to
Awesome.
always say that. Home of the Mercs. Don't go to B-more. You're white. And I'm like, what?
You know where? There's very few places in the world I won't go. I'd go to Baltimore. Baltimore sounds like it's a cool place. I would not go to Chicago. Go to O-Block. Not a place I want to go. South Central Compton. Van
Is
Ness.
it weird I want to go to Compton?
I would go to Compton as long as I had an escort.
I'm bringing Kenner.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly. Like I need someone from like I'll be allowed to hang out as long as I have someone vouch for me.
Right. And then
Yeah.
once they see we're getting invited to the cookout. they're like,
Exactly.
all right, these guys are cool.
Yeah, I saw something. It's funny. I saw on TikTok. It was talking about how to survive in the hood. It's like, let's say you're a regular person and you turn down
You're a
the
regular
wrong
person.
you turn down the wrong street and you end up in the hood. And here comes a black guy. Let's be honest, you're in the hood. It's going to be a black guy. And this is a black dude telling the story. He's like, he's coming at you and he's kind of looking at you. Here's what you do. Just look at him and nod your head down like this. Don't nod your head up like this because this
What's up?
this could mean, what's up? Where you from? What's
Right.
going on over there?
Right.
But you nod down like this, he'll go, oh, he's just passing through. He means nothing. And so I was like, and I responded, head down if you don't know the homie, head up if he is the homie.
I think
Makes sense.
that's kind of just genetically passed down through males.
It is.
You
It
just
is,
you walk down a random street and you see guys like,
What's up?
But it's also like you have run into a lot of dudes who will look at you and they'll give you the head up nod. And even at that, like, you're like, what are you doing? Don't you head up at me.
Oh, I just do it back. I'm like, what's up?
yeah.
I'm like, and I'm moving on.
Mhm. Also, I think the white head up and the black head up are two different things.
Yeah, but when you get intermelanin and communicational,
I'm not writing that
I'm
down.
I'm intermelanated communication. I can do whatever I want. Ha!
Yeah.
but you've got yellow ink. That's different.
Yeah, well.
Plus, he's got a gun.
Yeah,
And
when you have
vocal
one of
knives.
those, you can say pretty much whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, hey, put the money in the bag.
Well, I've told you my Crenshaw Boulevard in the middle of the night story before, right?
Tell it for the archives, Dave.
I don't remember.
I was flying out of LAX. Well, I was living in San Diego, flying out of LAX to come up to Oregon. Right before I moved up, actually.
Wait, Dave, hang on. Robin, the story sounds like fucking bullshit.
Fucking lies.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. So, I'm staying at this weird, like, what those backpackers do them all the time?
Hostel.
I'm staying at a hostel because it's super cheap, and like I said,
Dude, we would kill it. $20,000 pyramid. Anyway, back to your story. We're like hostel.
So there's like Euro house music playing almost all night, and I'm just like, I can't sleep. Also, I can never sleep before I fly. I just never have been able to.
Fucking hammered. Well, now I get high. I used to have to get drunk to fly on a puddle jumper.
Music stopped.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going for a walk. And put my boots on. I get dressed and I walk down the street, and I'm just kind of wandering the streets.
It's a good thing around. Because those boots that you put on, they were actually made for walking.
Yeah. And I'm walking down the street.
That's just what they'll do.
Walking on one side of the street, and like 5 or 6 guys are walking on the same side of the street as me, opposite direction. So they're coming towards me as I'm coming up towards them. And I'm like, I get up to him.
Dave's dressed like this.
Yeah, I'm
dressed red shirt. Like,
yeah. I'm pretty sure I was in jeans, cowboy boots, a t-shirt, and a hat. Super white.
You lost, cowboy.
I get up to these guys, and I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? Not a single word, just looking at me. I get to the next intersection, I look up, and it's like Crenshaw Boulevard. And I was like, I'm going back to my room.
Like, no wonder. I wonder why they were all wearing blue.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like, because I'm not. Yeah, okay, I'm walking down the street in the middle of the night. 5 or 6 black dudes are walking. In my head, I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
Well, you see, you understand.
Like, I know. I understand that, yeah, that's a possibility that something might happen.
But you understand the reality of the situation is that, like, by and large, if you're not in the game, they're going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Like, unless you antagonize them intentionally or, like, flash cash or something stupid like that, you're going to get left alone by most gang members because gang members don't want problems with the public.
They don't want unwanted, unnecessary heat.
And attention. Right, exactly. And so it's I'll let you go ahead and finish.
No, that's it. Oh. Just me realizing that I'm on Crenshaw Boulevard at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night.
I remember Ben and I one time we went to Popeyes at like just before close, and we're getting our food or whatever, and we're in Renton, which is the black part of Seattle. Renton and Skyway. And so we're at the Popeyes and waiting for our food, sitting out in front now of the store because the people behind us are getting their shit.
It's fucking delicious.
It's fucking delicious. And this dude pulls up in a fucking hoopty with 24-inch rims on it. And this thing is pretty legit. I was jealous of the car, I'll be honest. But he pulls up across the street from where Ben and I are sitting. And he starts gesturing kind of crazily at the restaurant. Oh, sorry, boys. Not at us.
Back my own nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not at us or anything, but he's just kind of trying to get somebody's attention. And I see Ben like straighten up and kind of get nervous in the car, right? I mean, he's 15. He's from Lebanon. Right. He doesn't know what's going on in the world. And so I look at him. I'm like, Ben, Ain't got nothing to do with us. Like you're fine. Like you're
Relax,
chilling.
Ben.
Like relax. Like you're snug as a bug in a rug, man. Because he doesn't want anything to do with you, and we don't want anything to do with him. And as long as we both keep that energy, everyone's gonna get chicken, and we're all gonna go home happy.
Exactly.
And that's the way. Like I feel like I could go into like there's some places I know I shouldn't go. I'm not going to, but I feel like if I were to find myself unintentionally in an area where I shouldn't be, I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
When Dave was telling his story, I was gonna say something real quick. Like when they walked by, they let him pass because they've seen Men in Black, and they know that scene where he's like, "White boy in the hood at 3 a.m. That man is up to some serious shit."
Yeah, something ain't right.
That was my thought. But...
well, like, so you guys remember the Caprice I was driving for years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My fucking blue hoopty. You know how many times I got stopped driving through Seattle in that thing? Random black dudes like pull up next to me trying to get me to pull over. Again, Jake, like you said, when you own guns, you get away with saying a lot of things.
Yeah.
Not so much that, but I'm like, what do these fuckers want? Especially the first time it happened, like, dude was trying to get my attention bad, honking at me, telling me to pull over. And I was like, it's about to be a really bad day. So I pull over, and then you know me, I'm like, well, fucking, let's see what's going on here.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, gentlemen.
Shall we talk?
Yeah.
So
speaking of the mic.
I always write our notes so that I don't have to go back and listen as I'm putting this online. And for this part, I just wrote stories of ... survival.
Well, here's another one.
Here we go.
So I'm in Nashville. Well, I'm in a suburb of Nashville.
Stormy night
in Nashville. Check the archives there. And I tell my buddy, hey, I'm gonna go down to the corner store, and I'm gonna get the stuff and have some sidewalk slams. For those of you who don't know, a sidewalk slam is when you take a malt liquor. I prefer Mickey's for this, and then you drink it down to the top of the label, and then you fill it back up with a Four Loko or something of that ilk. I prefer a grape high gravity.
I want that grape drink.
So you put the grape high gravity in the Mickey's, and then you drink it, and you get fucking hammered.
Has anyone, speaking of malt liquor, has anyone seen Schlitz in a long time or anytime recently?
Like 6 Schlitzes. I think it's regional. Like,
yeah, I think you're right.
You can get it in like Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, so my dad used to drink it in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Which always threw off all of his black friends when they'd show up for the first time and open the fridge, and they're like, "Deaton, you drink Schlitz?" He's like, "Yeah, I love that shit." And then, 30 years later, my dad sitting down watching Medea makes a whole lot more sense now.
Your dad's black.
It's full circle.
Uh-huh.
That just came to me right now.
Mention tips.
So as I'm leaving the corner store, I look over to my right, and standing just off the property, legally not loitering.
Mm-hmm. That's also a good name.
Yeah. That's a good punk band name.
That would be a good punk band name.
Legally not loitering. 2 black dudes just watching me. Huh. This is concerning. So I get in my car, and the fun thing about my Ford Ranger is that it's a Ford, so naturally there's electrical issues. There's always electrical issues with a Ford. And in this case, it was that the dome light would stay on even after I shut the door. So I get into my truck, and I shut the door, and the dome light picks this time to not turn off. The other time it decided not to turn off, I was leaving a bar with a drunk friend. More on that in a minute.
More on that at the 11 p.m. news.
More on that. Yeah, see? So as I look into my rearview mirror as I can't see shit because the lights are on in my cab and they're not on outside. I see they're definitely moving in my direction, and I got the figgity fuck out of there.
No longer legally loitering. Legally not loitering.
That was attempted burglary.
Possible
No
attempted
longer
homicide, robbery.
legally-
No longer legally not loitering.
No longer legally not loitering.
No longer legally not loitering.
No longer.
Say that 10 times
No longer
fast.
not. No longer not legally not loitering.
No.
Not no longer not lingering.
Not never not nowhere
Not now,
now.
not never.
Not never. No
not
no loitering
It's very
near.
good.
It's very good. So the other time, the light wouldn't turn off in the cab. That wasn't a great time. I mean, it would happen every once in a while, and I just learned to deal with it. But this time, I was leaving Kowloon's. I used to have a nightclub in there. It was called the City at the time. It might be something
I remember
different.
that.
In Roseburg?
No,
No,
here in Eugene.
Kowloon's in Roseburg has rumors. Yeah.
I've never been in there.
I have. It was scary. I think I got hepatitis C.
What was it? Club Tsunami is what it used to be called back in the late 90s, early
I remember that
2000s. Yeah, it was like, come to Club Tsunami. Like, they were advertising the fuck out of it.
And I'm like, the only club I'm going to is the Silver Dollar.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
And so I end up going there because I don't know. I mean, I'm 22, so I don't know really what I'm doing. I think this is like a couple of years before I end up meeting you. Let's see. Yeah, that math checks out.
Yeah. That math is mathing.
The math is mathing. So I take my buddy there, and I'm having a time, doing my thing. I'm kind of drunk, and he's kind of annoying. So I decide to put him to sleep. And he's like, "Hey, give me a shot." I'm like, "Fine." Get him a shot of Jack Daniels. Just straight shot of Jack, no chaser or anything like that. And so I make him do it, and he's like, "All right, well, I'll be back." He takes his shot. Like, "Oh God, I'm gonna go to the bathroom." I'm like, "All right, whatever." I don't think about it. He's gone for a minute, and I'm occupied, as I could be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I should go check on my buddy. I go in there, and he's head in the toilet, just literally apologizing to everyone who comes in the bathroom too, which is the best. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." This like, dude, just shut the fuck up and do it.
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
So I'm okay. Let's get you out of here. I put him in the car, and then I go to tab out. And as I get out of the bar, this guy has gotten out of my car and approached the bouncer. And now the bouncer's name is Tiny. And they don't call him Tiny. They call him Tiny ironically. Because he was like, he looked like Buell from
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. He was about that big. And he started hitting on
Huel, not Buell. Huel with an
Huel. He started hitting on Tiny's sister there.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to physically carry this man away from an ass whooping, and then put him in the car. And as I'm pulling out onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, a place heavily trafficked by the police because of the proximity to the police station, the dome light decides not to turn off.
Oh my God.
Which, is just kind of a minor red flag,
right?
Especially with a hammered guy being hammered. So yeah, I couldn't get up South A quickly enough.
Have you seen these videos on TikTok? Because I cannot stop watching them. Here, I'll turn the song up. Wait, that's Siri. Get out of here, Siri.
Girls shaking their booty.
Yeah, it's this song, the same song. Play it, bitch. Anytime I hear that song, I'm immediately watching the video. And I was just looking through my likes, and there's like 12 of them I've watched. I'm watching all of them. Here's another one. Oh, this is. Oh, she's just doing a different thing. Where's she at?
You sent me something earlier this week. It was
Here's another one.
yeah.
Oh, God. This is the greatest dance ever. TYLA. Look that up.
You sent me something earlier this week. It was sucking on my titties like you wanted me call them.
Yeah.
Where like I remember that from like the mid 2000s. What was that originally a part of?
In my mind was Letterkenny. Like that was where they were at the wedding.
Okay, so I
my titties.
I had heard that song before, like a long time ago, 15 years ago. And how's it going? I used to hang out with this weird chick from
Whoa. Yeah, she's doing it.
I used to hang out with this weird chick from the metal community in Eugene, and that was one of the songs that she would play all the time when we were driving around. It just like sucking on my titties like you wanted me. Let's see.
Every time I see hot chicks on TikTok or online now, like I immediately look at their crotchal region to see if there's a bulge first.
And then you continue watching.
I've been trapped a few times where I'm like, damn, she's kind of hot. And then I'm like, oh, that's a penis.
Dude, those are dudes.
And then you're like, then you spend the next several days going like, what does this mean?
She's got a cute face, but a huge dick.
Cute face, huge dick. No, not gonna write that.
Wait, no.
No. Not writing that down. This one of them? Nope, that's just a hot chick. I'm gonna keep finding these and showing you. This is the one that started it. It's this chick in these blue sweatpants, and everybody's like, but then they put this thing over her face. I mean, it's still good. Whoa.
I saw the 9 quarters belly dance the other day. That was pretty impressive.
Oh yeah,
that is impressive.
Yeah, 9 quarters.
Mm-hmm. Not 9 quarters.
Dude, if someone gave me 9 quarters, I'd be very happy right now.
That's like 225.
It's also like 2 ounces.
Oh well, hey, your quarters are different than mine. Our quarters are not the same.
Our quarters, yeah.
What are you guys talking Canadian?
I like how
what's the exchange rate on those?
That's one of the funnier things about buying weed is everything is broken down in ounces, but we break those ounces down into grams.
Right.
So we go metric until we suddenly don't, and then we're on
American way.
And then we're on to ounces and pounds.
Yep. We're like, no, we're doing this. Well, 16 ounces is a pound.
Sure enough.
So I mean, it is still technically our system.
Well, right. Well, a gram is not part of our system.
But a gram is not. No, that's part of the milligram, metrogram, tonogram.
And there's 28.4 grams in an ounce.
Yeah. And 29 trannies in a pickup truck.
Shout out Samson Simon.
Oh man, that guy's funny.
Man,
that does not get a ding.
He's a dude that's like, I'm not sure if I'm better off for knowing Samson Simon, but my life is funnier.
It's funnier for sure. He's grown up some, which everybody does.
Right.
But honestly, when we knew him, he was like at the most 16 when you met him.
Really?
At the most.
He looked like he was 36.
That's because he just looks like that. He looks like he's 70 now.
He had Greg Oden disease.
He did, kind of.
That black dude being big.
That's crazy to me, the fact that he was 16 because like I thought for sure.
Okay, so when you met him,
I also got to remember this was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
He was older than 16.
Maybe 18. Still not that old. It's not like that big of a difference. Oh yeah, we were thinking.
Hey, there is a big difference between 16 and 18. Let's just easy there, Drake.
Talking about dudes. Talking about dudes here.
Easy there, Diddy.
Yeah. No Diddy.
Damn it. I was going to say, no, still talking about, no, can't.
Did he?
No.
Did he or didn't he?
At this point, it should be done it instead of P done it.
He done it. P done it.
I'm right.
P done it in the family.
That's what like Kanye West is mad he didn't come up with that.
Oh, for sure. But he's mad about most things.
Fuck Kanye West.
I'd pass.
I'll take a fucking rap beef with Kanye West right now. If Kanye wants to fucking go bar for bar with me, I will fucking take on Kanye West in a rap beef. Let's go.
I think you'd be okay.
Well, that's like
too.
me saying I'll fight Mark Henry. I'll fight him. It doesn't mean I'll win.
He's only got one leg now, though, so you might have a chance.
Oh.
As
See,
long as
and-
they-
Diabetes.
And Kanye's only got one lyrical leg. And
Yeah,
so,
Kanye, he can't write anything anymore. Like he all his best stuff he already wrote. That's already done.
And I can access some pain that I've never I go to a place I've never been to before.
Yeah.
I've been going through something.
Jake, did you know though that he had lost his leg or a lower part of his leg?
Who, Kanye West?
No. What'd I say? Miyazaki. Smells like shit. No, Mark Henry.
No, what happened to Mark Henry's leg? Like the wrestler?
They took it off. Yes, wrestler.
Was it from the diabetes?
I think it was from the diabetes.
Or is it from the multiple getting slammed a bunch of times and he's a fat guy?
I mean, being fat probably doesn't help.
Yeah.
Doesn't help the diabetes either.
Like his mom died, and now he ain't got no leg. Like Dave, that could be part of your song.
No.
Mom
His mom died, and he
Now
ain't got no leg.
Let's see.
Oh, one leg Mark Henry. I'd like to see deadlift that now, huh?
The only thing he's
probably
deadlifting
still
is a
could-
fork.
He could probably still lift.
Yeah, give him one of those peg legs. I bet he could fucking.
Yeah. Well,
Looks
was
like
it
Mad
was it
Man.
an above or below the knee?
I think it's below the knee.
Oh, then he's dude. From
He's still
everything
pretty
I've read from a lot of like veteran stuff,
Yeah.
there's like guys that are above knee and be like, man, I wish I would, just cut it down there.
6 more
'Cause your
inches. That's what she said.
mobility is so much higher when you've got your own knee.
Oh, that's his new nickname.
Mobility. Mark Hill. Yeah.
Mobility.
They actually, it's really interesting. One of
Because
the
he rides
things.
around in a scooter.
What is it? Fucking John Laurinaitis?
Oh, no,
Mobility.
he's John Tennonitis. Oh my god.
Mobility.
Now rolling to the ring.
Oh.
Oh,
Instead of like
Undertaker.
Stone Cold on his fucking 4-wheeler, it's Mark Henry on his scooter.
With the fucking manager, the rascal.
It's gonna be Undertaker rolling out on a Harley
Oh.
and Stone Cold on an ATV.
I love it. You can tell, like, as those guys got older, like, hey, I need some sort of vehicle because I don't want to walk 40 feet to the ring.
I ain't running down that ramp.
Didn't JBL use a golf cart for a while?
He used a fucking limousine with horns
Yeah.
on it.
Hmm.
That's right, yeah.
It's like, I'll just pull this in all the way in.
Eddie Guerrero and his fucking lowriders.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my god! I told the guy, the class, my CDL class, that I cheated with the rock thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Here, did I tell you guys last
Yeah,
week?
yeah.
Okay. So I tell them, and they're like, "You're a cheater." I'm like, "If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Cheat to win."
So you gotta tell the people about your
They know the
interaction.
people.
My email today that I sent.
Yeah. And like
Uh-uh.
the way everyone responded and how we responded to the way they responded.
Okay. Let me scroll back up into my phone. I'll find it.
So this all starts because they're supposed to get course reviews for the CDL course, and that has not, as of yet, transpired as of the time of this storytelling.
Yeah. So basically, I got this group text. I think I mentioned it before with my
One of
whole
many.
class. Yeah, one of many. And they were like, "Hey, did we ever do the evaluations for the class? And everybody's like, no. I was like, nope, we didn't do that. And so I said, well, hey, I'll email them. I don't know how it's not showing up in there, but I got the pictures to show you guys that I showed you. Anyway, so yeah, somebody said, did he ever give us our papers for a review? And I said, nope. And then someone else said, someone needs to ask about that. I think it's important. And I said, I'll send an email. 2 seconds later, I type up this email to the guy who's in charge of like the management shit. And I said, hello, I was in the most recent CDL class and was talking with the rest of the class. We were collectively wondering about a course evaluation form. We never did one. Is that something that we should do, or is that not important at this point? Thank you, Robin Miller. And one of the guys goes, you're good. And I said, I got you. And then he says, I really appreciate it. Then one of the students goes, why don't you talk professional to us? And I said, because fuck you guys. Respectfully. And it was the respectfully that got him. Like, I was like, because fuck you guys. Respectfully.
And the thing I said about it is the reason why you don't get talked to like that is because you don't understand that Robin was being extremely chippy in that email. Like the tone and everything in that email is very, very listen here, motherfucker.
Right. The last part where I'm like, or is that not?
Or is that not like that changes the tone of the entire email.
Mm-hmm.
And
so 15 minutes later, I got a phone call. Hey, yeah, sorry about that. I've been going through some personal issues. Again, I apologize. He apologized 4 times on the phone call. And he's like, I'll be sending out the evaluation. Everybody can do one. If they email it back, it won't be confidential. They can just drop it off at UCC if they want, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was hilarious. Like, he just apologized. Because I was like, we're saying fuck you. And the whole class is going to see that email.
Why were you guys so, job. Like, what's up with the course? I've never done a course evaluation.
Because they do it in the truck class because it's off campus and they want to know what is working well, what's not working well, what can they do improvements on, what can they make better. Like the truck place, I don't know what to call it, the fucking yard. It's just a fucking dirt patch that they oil down every couple months, maybe at the start of summer. Like it's just this place that's out of the view of UCC. So they want it. So the instructors wanted us to do it so that we could tell them what they can get, because they can bitch all day saying, hey, we'd like to have a clock in the classroom at least. Doesn't matter. They can say it 1,000 times. But if 10 students who were in the class say, hey, we need a fucking clock on the wall. This is fucking prison on planet bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I guess that makes a little more sense being there because at every term I get so we've got. Do you guys use Canvas at all?
No.
Okay, so our school's program is called Canvas, and you get these messages. It's one of those online things that separates all your classes, and you click on them and you get your modules and everything. Close to every end of every term, I get the message, hey, finish your course evaluation. I'm always like, skip.
Skip.
And then next. I don't do them because every time you go back to each class's homepage, that message pops up again. And I won't do them until I'm irritated. Because then I'm like, fucking shit, I don't want to do this. It's dumb. I'm not going to say anything that's helpful or detrimental. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I nothing this class.
Yeah. Like, and they're always like dumb, like, did the class reinforce good citizenship qualities in you? I'm like,
I got a boner in third period and I hated it.
This was one of my responses to the respectfully. It's just Samuel L. Jackson going, oh. Sorry.
But yeah, they just got like, they ask these questions, and part of me thinks, okay, I'm an adult, so I think these questions are dumb. And then I'm like, if I was also 18, I'd think these questions are dumb.
Right. Do you want me to show you what the eval was? Like the questions? or do you not care? It's fine.
Let's find out.
Let's hear him.
They're pretty basic. Like, what material? What was the material presented in a professional and appropriate manner? I gotta like stop trying to read.
Oh, I'm sure it's the same one that I've got.
Yeah.
Just it's pretty
The
boilerplate.
typical
Was the
class
environment
eval.
appropriate and respectful? I'm like, I learned some stuff. That counts. We're not going to talk about all the cussing because they're
Yeah.
adults. What did you like least about it? What did you like most about it? What could we improve in the training?
I didn't like how there wasn't a clock on the wall.
Right. List the most important things you learned in the class. I'm not doing that.
I learned how to tell time on my watch because there wasn't a clock on the wall.
I could just rephrase it to be about a clock every time. That would be good. Were your instructors knowledgeable, skilled, and did you feel comfortable asking questions? I asked all the questions.
I asked the question I asked the most is what time.
I was like,
is
what
it?
time is it? That was my question.
I did take a environmental literature
there
class.
was no clock on the wall.
I did,
Yep, right.
so my environmental lit class I did do that eval because it annoyed me enough.
Yeah.
And in like the comments and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't see how this pertains to my job. Wondering how Rudyard Kipling wrote about the Yellowstone forest is not going to affect how I do my job later in life. And I put that all on my, like, this is a dumb class. Was it entertaining class? Was it cool to read this stuff? Absolutely. There was some cool stuff.
Right.
Does it have a point? No, because I'm not going to be a descriptive writer about the things I go see.
Hey, man.
It was a stormy day. The forest was angry.
Right?
The forest was angry that day, my friends.
We did have to write some things like that, and I just made things up.
You're like,
Dave's like, I got attacked by a bear.
I went camping.
I saw a monkey.
Sucked.
Yeah, it sucked.
And I was like, what the fuck is this Macau doing here?
Today I learned I hate camping. What did you learn in this class? I hate camping.
I can't.
Like every question. Camping sucks.
I learned that you don't get to wash your hair when you're camping.
Oh, I did get credit on my soils class on one of my final questions.
Because you brought in a soil sample? Because you
soiled yourself?
I soiled myself. No, because so in the class we were talking about different types of soil, and Bud was just like, the answer is always rocks. So I started, every time he asked for a question, I would say rocks all the time. So there was a question on the final, and I was like, I just can't remember it. So I just wrote rocks. And he emailed me. He's like, hey, I gave you credit for that. He's like, that's not the right answer. He's like, but that's
awesome.
Funny. I'm like, yes.
Dave getting a test ding.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, these people,
Hey.
they could have been anywhere in the world. They're here
people.
with us. We appreciate that. Dave, don't say you people.
I can
But
say you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Oh,
But
you
for
know.
this episode, this edition of my show,
Your show.
good night, universe.
Until we meet again!
Good
Or
night.
good morning. Where are you? Wherever you're at.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.